One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the California Golden Bears, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Golden Bears will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Might be changing the route. Off the play fake. He's going for it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cal! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Kansas State, 0.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Shakes off the defender. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Out of the backfield, he's open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
To the air on first down. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Past the 50. the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They're going to test the right side with this one. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Working that left side now. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. He caught it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat, so I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Kansas City, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, and at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
And this offense coming out slow, man, kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's James. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Golden Bears line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Throws to the wideout. Working that left side.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He might want another play. Bully ball on third and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Looking left. Pulls it in. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to impose their will with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Wants to throw on third down. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Are forced to settle for the field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 28 over Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Unleashes one. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
On his feet at the 40. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Pulls it in. It's James. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires it incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. No good. Couldn't find a way to draw closer. Still an 18-point hold. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wildcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
42 Spider.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Hogan. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catches, big fella.
2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Kansas State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 31 over Kent State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got his man quickly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Hard running there. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 200.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. 3:25. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had his man for a big gainer, and he just flat missed him.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
They booted away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Slips through the line. Ripping through the defense. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. It's complete to the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal thanks to the big fella.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The lone back's got it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it down the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
To the air on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. Touchdown, Kansas State! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll set up to throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Wide receiver going in motion. Fires to the tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Golden Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Toss sweep to the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Grove. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, and watch out. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss, but you want to...
Looking for a deep man. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.